Hello everyone. While it's quiet because I'm standing by a very busy road, the A518, what you're looking at now is known as Chartley Castle, and it's just outside the village of Stowe-by-Chartley, which is just up the road from Great Haywood, where we were looking at the Essex Bridge. It's on quite a busy road, as I said, but it's not a very commonly visited castle, I think, although there is a way up to it. And the English Castles website actually suggests that there's parking by the side of the road, but give me a second. Yeah, there isn't really, so I'm not entirely sure where they got that from. And it is quite a dangerous road, so be careful. I've had to park sort of ducked inside the entrance to a farm just up the road somewhere. Anyway, after these cars have gone past, while we've got a moment's peace and quiet, I'll give you a little bit of the history of this castle. It was originally a motte-and-bailey castle built circa 1100, just after the Norman conquest, and it was rebuilt in stone, which is more or less the original that you can see now, or rather the ruins of it, by a famous castle designer, Ranulf de Blondeville, the Earl of Chester. And he's famous because he's also believed to have designed the castles at Bolingbroke in Lincolnshire, the birthplace of Henry IV, and also Beeston Castle, which is not too far from here, maybe 25 miles, that have all got similar sort of designs with many of these big round turreted towers. And it's a ruin these days, but it's actually been a ruin for quite some time. It's been a ruin since the last real occupant of it was killed at the Battle of Bosworth Field in Leicestershire in 1485, that began the reign of the Tudors. And after that, the castle itself sort of fell into disrepair, and it wasn't really used because the trend shifted from stationing lords, which at that time was the Earl of Essex, in castles, to nearby manor houses which were built on the sites. And indeed the manor house itself has probably a more storied history than the castle. The manor house was famous as one of the places where Mary, Queen of Scots, was imprisoned in the 1660s during the reign of Elizabeth I. And her and most of her household were imprisoned there for a short time before she was moved to Northamptonshire, where she was ultimately executed. And the link between here and Great Haywood, as I mentioned, as it was the home of the Earl of Essex, who was a favourite of Elizabeth II, who built the Essex Bridge just down the road. And I'll put a link to that video onto this one. So right now, yeah, these interesting ruins which I drove past once, and I didn't have a clue what they were, and I found out a little bit about them, and here they are at the side of the A518, just outside of Stowe-by-Chartley.